All right, now I want to talk a little bit go a little deeper about why we're using combinations right here to figure this out. Because one might first think that, okay, if I had the total number on the bottom, I would just have to go 12 times 11 times 10 times 9. Because each event, since I'm choosing 4, I'm getting one less. I have one less option to choose. And so the bottom would be good. That would tell me the total number of possibilities to choose 4 out of the 12. And then on the top, you might be thinking, I'll choose one good and then I'll choose another good. And at first there's 9 and then there was 8 because I would be choosing out of just the good. And then I'm going to multiply that total number by 3 then 2 for the bad, because there's 3 total and then you would have one less and you're choosing that. Okay, but here's the problem with that. Doing this is like a counting principle. It doesn't take into account the repeats, okay? So I wrote all these right here to represent our 9 good ones, and these are our 3 bad ones, or defective ones, but I guess I used a B, but whatever. If I do this, that's like the counting principle. That would be like, okay, if I'm choosing 2 good ones, I can get a good one and then another good one, or I can get a good one and then another good one. Okay, and here's the problem. I mean, and there's a lot more that I can write out, like choosing 2. I could even do G1 and then I choose G3. And then I can flip that too. I can get G3 or G1. Okay, so here's the problem. If we just multiply 9 times 8, this would be counted as one outcome. 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 They would all be counted as one outcome. But that's a problem because this one right here is actually the same outcome. Okay, we don't care about the order at which things are being chosen. We care about the uniqueness of the order, or the things that are being chosen. So because order doesn't matter, we can't use this way. Now, if order mattered in how we were choosing them, then we would do it this way. That these are actually permutations, and we would use the permutation way of doing this. But we got to find a way to discount the extras. And so when we do a combination, it discounts the extras. And so this guy and this guy wouldn't be counted twice if we're doing a combination, because the combination would remove the extras. And so once we figure out the total number of outcomes for the number of ways that we can choose to the good ones, we have to multiply that by the total number of ways that we could choose the bad ones. So let's say that we chose G1 and G2 again out of these 9 good ones. And then the next one we would choose B1 and B2. Or I guess we could also choose B1 and B3, because that would be technically a different outcome. Or we can choose B2 and B3. Okay, so now I think we have all possible outcomes right here. Because we can't just switch these, because they're not going to get counted anyways. Like if we chose B2 then B1, that wouldn't be a different outcome when we do a combination. And so you could see just with this one outcome, this is one outcome from this guy, we get 3 total different outcomes because we have a different number of outcomes for the other one. So this is right. If we had 3 different bad ones, there's only 1, 2, 3 ways that you can choose the 2 bad ones without counting the repeats. This actually does equal 3. So just for one of the outcomes of the good ones, we have 3 different ways we can do it. So that means we got to take the 3 different ways we can do it and multiply it times the total different ways that we can choose the good ones. Wow. You know what? I really thought this would sound so easy after I do this. I don't think that my explanation really overly simplified it, but maybe it did. I don't know. I guess the thing to know here, or to remember, is that, hey, order doesn't matter in this scenario. We're choosing 4, and it doesn't matter what order you're choosing the 4 in. We just care about the end result. We care about having exactly 4 units good, or exactly 2 units good, or at least 2 units good. So, I don't know. Hope this video helps you guys.